Gonna work? Is it gonna work? Good morning. I can see little bits and pieces moving. Come on, don't mess me around, guys. Don't mess me around. All right, you know what? We're just winging it, guys. We are completely winging it. Okay, all right. I'm gonna have to smash it out quickly because who knows how long I'm gonna have this service for. All right. Okay, it is terrible service. All right, so I don't know what word looks different. Okay, I don't know why it looks different. Anyway, let me just continue. All right, so welcome to Monday, the 27th of October, and we currently have the moon in Capricorn. Okay, so now the moon's not doing a whole lot today, although it is currently it is going to sextile the sun at 11:30 a.m. All right, this is awesome because we have a job to do or we're in the middle of something, and that sun aspect at 11:30 is going to help us shine some light on this dark job that we're doing currently. Oh my God, look, okay, it's not working today. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Elizabeth. Hello, Deborah. Good morning, Alicia. Good morning, Louise. And hello, Helen. So nice to see you again. Sorry, guys, it is not working. I've had just the worst service. Can't complain any more than I am. So let's just keep going. All right. So the sun is not making any aspects in Scorpio. So it is just meandering through the depths. All right. So this is a don't rush the situation. Again, this is just coming out now. Don't rush the situation. Just sit where you are. All right. There are, you know how when you are in a dark room and your eyes adjust to the darkness? I feel like this is the type of thing we're in right now. All right. Yes, the moon's in Capricorn, but it's being ruled by Saturn in Pisces, which now has Neptune back in his own home of Pisces. So we've got this a job to be done. And what am I feeling? All right. So Neptune in Pisces has been a bit too feely. It's been hard feels, because they're so deep. But that Saturn, as we know, is trying to rebuild these foundations that we have built our life upon. All right. There is also a beautiful grand trine. All right. It might be beautiful, but it's not comfortable. All right. So the grand trine currently, as we sit right now, like with the planets turning the way they do, we've got Mars and Mercury in Scorpio in the 12th house. All right, so that is the house of Pisces, very reminiscent of Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. All right. Now, the next one is Saturn and Neptune in Pisces in the fifth house. All right. So this is 12th house, subconscious spirituality, conditioning, escapist tendencies, doom a little bit, like there's the inner critic or the somberness of that hidden realm that, very much like the eighth house as well. So Saturn and Neptune in Pisces in the fifth house. All right. So when we're thinking about that stuff in the 12th house, well, the fifth house is our inner child. It is our childhood, our children, romance, creativity, joy. All right. So that's in Pisces. All right. So what are we connected to that makes us feel good? Or, is it the spiritual connection to our inner child? All right. Again, there's lots of things that could be happening. Not everybody is going through a dark night of the soul right now. We could just be transforming completely in a way that is enlightened rather than having to go into the depths to find all those details. All right, and then that other part of the trine is Jupiter in Cancer in the eighth house. All right, so that looks like all of the old traumas that we got from our childhood that is here to give us knowledge and awareness. Connect those three things. We've got the subconscious, the depth of the soul, and our, that fifth, the childlike energy. All right, so a lot of this is, you know, it is. It's just us undoing our stuff. All right. So now Mercury is in opposition to Uranus. All right, so we're changing things, but Mercury is also trine Neptune. All right, so we're connected, we're spiritually connected, and we're trying to adjust things. Earlier I said that 11:30 mark might be when the sun shines its light on something. Yeah, like just continue. When is that opposition? The opposition to Uranus is on Thursday. All right, so we're building up to an awareness or a change in circumstance. Let me just click the button and see who is here. All right, good morning, Paulette. Good morning, Mikkel. All right. Now, let me read the words actually. I had to change them. Okay, so imagine that you're in the middle of writing your life's thesis. All right, so here we are, like I just said, we're in our minds, we're in our souls, we're looking at our lives from way back. And your professor of the universe is leaning forward and asking you, how did you arrive at this hypothesis? What led you to get here? All right, it's time to check in. Where did all of this begin? What choices, lessons, and turning points brought you to this moment in time? There is still work to be done and information waiting to be uncovered. Keep digging, keep questioning. The answers are there, waiting for you to discover them. All right, so let me continue. Venus, opposition Chiron. That's only just started, but it's good because Venus, I mean, now at least she's making some connections. She was wandering around her halls just observing, and now she's very aware of the things that need healing. All right, Scorpio season and our old hurts and traumas hand in hand with Chiron, but the Venus is also in conjunct. All right, there needs to be deliberate actions taken for this to heal. All right, she's in conjunct the North Node. All right, so we are being drawn forth with that golden thread of opportunity to find our true paths. And it's acknowledging the wound, Chiron, and then working up to healing that so that we can adjust our paths. All right, so this is all hand in hand. It hurts, but it has to, because you need to know exactly where that sore spot is. You can't just go to a doctor and go, I feel sick. Where? Or a physio. I hurt. Where? All right. So we need some specific action and some specific statements of what's wrong, what's right. Where do I want to go? Denise Duffield Thomas uses the analogy of ringing up a pizza shop saying, I want a pizza. Just deliver me a pizza. And the guy's like, what do you want? Otherwise, you're going to get anchovy and peanut butter on your pizza. So, there's some specificity and some, this is that check-in to ask you, how did you get here? How did you figure that out? Because, we might be on the wrong path completely. We may need this check-in. So, like Venus, we can adjust, we can acknowledge and adjust our trajectory. All right, so Mars is now doing a whole lot of stuff, and traditionally Mars is now ruling the Sun. All right, and it's in its own sign. Mercury and Mars are both traditionally ruled by Mars and currently ruled by Pluto. All right, so um, you know, Mars is trine that Jupiter and Saturn Neptune because it's part of that grand trine. So all of these things are so interconnected, and the trine is giving you easy access and flow to these things. So just sit in it. You don't have to do it for long.